Hello and welcome to the October edition of the Corporate ESG 5 and 5 podcast, in which we spend 5 minutes exploring the key ESG trends set to shape the market this month and beyond. I'm Pietro Stimamiglio from the Climate ESG Capital Markets team, and I'll be taking you through this month's key focus. At the end of September, after 2 years of design and development, the Taskforce on Nature-Related Disclosures published their final recommendations for nature-related risk management and disclosure. While climate change continues to dominate ESG conversations, investors, corporates, and other stakeholders are increasingly focused on the growing crisis of nature and biodiversity loss and the risks associated with it. Let's think about, for example, how global supply chains from agribusiness to semiconductors are facing disruptions from water shortages and water stress, but also how the degradation of land and soil have been found to adversely impact the market value of companies and increase credit risk to associated lenders. What is more is that nature loss is now recognized by the world central banks as a source of systemic risk to financial systems and economies. Despite this risk, most corporates remain unprepared, with CDP data suggesting that 70% of companies disclosing data through CDP did not assess the impact of the value chain on biodiversity in 2022. In this context, the TNFD recommendations are an important milestone as they help define the key relationship between nature, business, and capital, positioning nature risk alongside financial, operational, and climate risk, and helping to shift capital flows to nature-positive outcomes. The recommendations provide a risk management and disclosure framework to identify, assess, and manage and disclose nature-related issues. So, what are the key recommendations? They consist of 14 recommended disclosures grouped into 4 pillars, building on and consistent with other global reporting standards, such as the Taskforce on Climate-Related Disclosures, the International Sustainability Standard Board, and the Global Reporting Initiative. The 4 pillars are focused on governance, covering, for example, the board oversight and management role in assessing and managing nature-related factors; strategy, to guide reporting around the practical information of nature-related factors on the company's strategy, business, and financial planning in the short, medium, and long term; risk and impact management, for which the TNFD recommends disclosures to cover the processes to identify nature-related factors in direct operations across the value chain and in finance activities and assets; and lastly, stressing the importance for entities to be transparent on the metrics and targets they're using in their disclosures and supporting processes. Importantly, metrics should be science-based but practical and available to support annual reporting cycles. In addition, to help organizations identify and assess their nature-related issues and inform the disclosures, the TNFD has also developed an how-to assessment approach called LEAP, which has 4 phases: locate the interface with nature, evaluate the impacts and dependencies, assess the most material risks and opportunities, and prepare to respond and report. This approach can help organizations conduct the due diligence necessary to inform disclosure statements aligned with the TNFD recommendations, but it's also helpful for other organizations looking to identify and assess nature-related issues, regardless of their formal disclosure requirements. Finally, it is important for organizations to note that the TNFD recommendations are structured to allow companies and financial institutions to get started, with the intention to encourage learning and continuous improvements over time. As with climate-related reporting and as with familiarity with nature grows, management of nature-related issues will improve and disclosure ambitions will increase over time. Thanks for listening to this month's Corporate ESG 5 and 5. I hope you find it useful. As always, please be sure to check our monthly newsletter linked in the description for more on the key ESG trends shaping the market. And if you like this episode, please follow the channel and click on the notification bell so you can get future episodes as soon as they are released. Thanks again and see you next time.